Hi guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, maybe, no. This time change still has me really screwed up. I mean, really messed up. It's like, oh my god, what time is it? What day is it? I don't know. But anyways, okay, we're gonna go right back into the old craft today. Yeah, so I hope you guys are liking your pendants that you guys are getting. They're pretty intense, if you ask me. They're very intense in the way that they facilitate or help or aid in, our development of our, intuition and psychic abilities and psychic protection, and it's pretty interesting, actually. It's almost to the point where it's like it's a shield around your entire body, and then the negative, you just kind of ignore it. It's kind of like that. It's very different. I love it. So yeah, up here, wherever I'm pointing, mystigamber.com, enter my code RYAN, all cap locks, E at the end, and you get 10% off store-wide. Okay. Ew, and happy St. Patrick's Day, and happy birthday to my baby boy. Yeah, 16 years old today. Wow. Anyways, I don't even want to think about that. Alright, now, however, it is known that she joined the Folklore Society in 1962, and I think that we are talking about, oh, what's her name? Crap, I don't remember her name. Alright, so it was, I wrote, she's small here. Okay, so it was at the same meeting of the FLS at PL, Travers, yeah, the author of Mary Poppins books, who was interested in theosophy, the teachings of, oh my god, I can't even say this, I'm not even going to say it, Monica English, that's who we're talking about. So she and her husband moved to Yorkshire sometime in the 1960s, and she died there in 1979. The end. No, I'm joking. Now, other traditional witches who joined Gerald Gardner's Bricket Wood included Robert Cochrane's friend, Taliesin, as mentioned previously. Another called himself Damon. I like that name. I love that name, actually. And lived in Kingston on Thames in Surrey. So, as we have seen, he claimed, in Rider Haggard style, I like that, to follow a witch tradition that originated in primeval times with a mysterious white tribe in Africa. So, from his description of his description of his tradition to this writer, it sounded very much like the medieval witch cult. So Damon took the role of the horned god very seriously. Well, that's good. You should. I mean, if you have that role and you have that authority within your coven, you should. So, in fact, his exclusively female followers had to give him the osculum infame, or the obscene kiss on the buttocks. Ooh. As a mark of their respect and loyalty to him as Grand Master of the Coven. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I would go to all that trouble, but that's whatever. So, as we have seen, Monica English was not born into the craft and only joined the Norfolk Coven when she moved to the area in the 1950s. So there are many examples of people being invited almost accidentally to join old craft traditions. Alright, so I wonder why these people were accidentally, maybe to keep the old craft alive so it doesn't go away, and so the, Wicca doesn't take it over and, destroy it. Very good possibility. Just my theory. Little theory I have there. Alright, although one presumes other forces are also working in the background to facilitate these events. Yeah, that's true. So, a lot of people think that, you're guided to your path, and I really honestly think I was, and, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I think that's really neat to, that people were, being not tricked, but, ironically enough, being, asked accidentally to join these covens of traditional craft. But I like that. So, one example was, Alistair Bob Clay Egerton, who was initiated in 1943 into a pre-Wiccan coven in Cheshire that allegedly dated back to the 19th century. I like that. Anything pre-Wicca. Sorry guys, you know me. Alright, now Bob Clay Egerton was a colorful character who died in 1998. He was an ex-Hells Angels motorcycle gang member, And I have the most respect for them because they, whatever the head, the guy, when I was working as a dancer or an exotic entertainer, that sounds so ridiculous, a stripper, the head guy of Hell's Angels, when we were on a standoff because there was a drug bust across the street from where I danced, and he protected me. He told me, just hold on to me and you'll be fine. So I did, so thank you, wherever you are. Because, yeah, that was being protected by the Hells Angels. That was insane. And I'm very grateful. So, an ex-paratrooper and a Luciferian who founded the Templi Luciferi, which is the Temple of Lucifer, in 1987. He was also, like Robert Cochran, a keen caver and a founder member of the Delhi-shire Cave Rescue Group. So this writer first contacted him and his wife Miriam in the 1960s when they were running the Moonraker Coven in Warwickshire. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. I would love to go over there and just see all of this for myself. It would just be so much more better. But now we hope just books, which is better than nothing. So, alright, now Bob and Miriam were forced to leave the area, obviously, when the existence of the group was accidentally discovered and they received death threats. Yeah, I would leave too. I think I would flee quickly. So Bob told me, the author, that his father, Sir Robert Egerton, was a senior civil servant, and that the wealthy family owned a weekend house near Alderley Edge in Cheshire. So the area was well known for an Arthurian-type folk tradition about a farmer who met a wizard and was taken to a cave under the edge, where a company of knights were sleeping. Now, allegedly, they would awake when Britain was in danger. That's really interesting. I love that. I love the history behind all of this. So, now Clay Egerton had stumbled upon the coven when, out of curiosity, he followed one of the family members' maids into the woods. Now, when it was realized that the girl's job was in jeopardy, the coven's leaders decided to initiate him, so Bob could be sworn to an oath of secrecy about the goings-on. So yeah, that's another interesting thing too. If you get caught watching them, you get initiated. Usually it's the other way around. You get kicked out or you get destroyed. So he kept this though so well that his family disinherited Bob when his father, Sir Robert, died, because he refused to give up his occult interests. Families will do that. It's happened. It does happen. Now, before he had been initiated into the craft, Bob claimed he already had been a member of a magical order. This was called the Wardency. Adversely, or the Wardens of Alderley, and was named after the original Saxon name of the village near the edge. Now, it told... he told this writer that the Alderley Coven was founded in 1860, at a time when Welsh copper mines came into the area to work the cupriferous deposits in the local sandstone, whatever that is. So, the mines in the area, in fact, date back to the Bronze Age and were also worked by the Romans. That's really interesting, too. Imagine having the mine, doing that all in the mines. It kind of reminds you of Sabrina. Yeah, it's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina when they go into the mines and they do all that work. I think that's kind of interesting. It's really interesting, actually. So, now Bob said that these workers were already practitioners of the old craft, and some of them joined a pre-existing coven in locality. So Bob also cited another old coven he knew in Shropshire, and one in Llandudno, North Wales, whose members were quarry workers. So there was also a Scottish coven he was in contact with, whose members were oil slate workers, and another in Derbyshire, with lead miners employed by the London Lead Company. So, that's about it for today with that. I love that. I love this. It just gets more interesting as we go further. So let me make sure I have this wrote down. There we go. it's just fascinating. I love this stuff. It is so, it's just really good to get into our lore, and I mean, you know, the background and the history of all of this, and it's so incredibly amazing. I love it. So anyways, you guys already know that, and we're gonna do coffee talk now. So I love history. I love all the lore, you know, behind it. And yeah, it is, since it is traditional witchcraft, it's regional, so it's going to talk about Welsh deities, and it's going to, you know, go all over Europe. Europe's pretty freaking big, so it's going to include, you know, different aspects of different, you know, traditions from here and there and over there and up here, down here, this way, that way. So yeah. Still very interesting stuff. So yeah, last night I was sitting here, and my cigarette, I had my cigarette in my hand, literally, and it just went woof. Someone pushed it down. I felt it push my whole hand down. Actually, I was sitting here like this, and it pushed the cigarette out from my hand. So I dropped it. Whoa. It kicked it off. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And then there was a really weird sense of cold. A different kind of a cold, not a really bad, not like a bad cold that you people say, you know, I feel cold pockets, you know. No, not that. Not that at all. Alright, let's do comments. Coffee talk. Why is everything like... Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, if I can bring it to my comments... There we go. I want to give a big shout out to Roxy Talks. I think you're incredible. You're amazing. I love your tattoos. You're just, I mean, you're gorgeous. And you have the best content on manifestation. And you've helped so many people, so many of my friends, my personal friends. So, Roxy, thank you for not being fake. Thank you for being, you know, genuine, and you know, you have a decade under your thumb, and wow, that made me realize what I have under mine, and I'm not even going to say now, because it's a long time, but I really, really enjoy what you have to say, and I really like your videos. I think you're incredible. You're very knowledgeable. You don't, you don't, you know, lie, and you're very honest and genuine, and you can feel that through her videos. So you guys, Roxy Talks is incredible. She's really helped a lot of my friends, and it's really, really interesting. So, alright, Gustavo, hi my brother, stay warm. It's warm today. And then we have rain and snow coming tomorrow, so that's weird. Gustavo, coffee talk, coffee, always coffee. I love my coffee. Alright, Sheila Nagel, hello you. I just subscribed again since I did not get I did get a new computer. My other computer died on me. Another interesting video. I'm sure there's a typo. Sorry about that. LOL. Yeah, you guys do remember me being a Nazi, grammar Nazi. Oh, it is funny. No, I don't see anything wrong with your spelling, my love. Witchy boy, hi you. How are you? I took your advice, took a break yesterday. Norse Moon, hello. Ira? Hi. Hello. Oh, come on, comments. Load. They take so long to load. I don't get it. I totally don't get it. It's like they're not wanting to load at all. Yeah, they're like, okay, that's the end for your comments, Ryan, because we know you talk too much and we want you to shut up and keep your videos shorter. No, I'm joking. Okay, it's not loading anything else. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, it is. Like one. Careless. Hi. Hi, you. Warrior Girl. Hello. River of Souls. Hi. Tina J. I love you. Hi. I'm like, I love you. Hi. I do. I love you all so much. Natural Spirit. Hello, hello. Skyly Sullivan. Hi, my love. How are you? I hope you're good. My Lupe. Hi, my love bug. Witchy boy, hello again. Hello, hello. What is that, a duck? Or a chicken? Gustavo. That's funny. I love your emojis. Smoky Shake, hi. Hi, love. Lupe, hi, my love. And that's it. That's it for the day, guys. Alright, so. I swear it's YouTube saying, Ryan, shut your mouth. You talk way too much. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. So. Spring equinox is coming up. What do you guys do for it? Anything? I really don't, honestly, because in traditional witchcraft we really honestly don't recognize. I mean, it's very, very, low-key, silent prayers, etc., so on and so forth with the spring equinox. So, but we do have a lot of the symbolism, which a lot of people are, trying to compare, Easter, Ostara to the spring equinox, and it's really funny because I did a lot of research on it, and it's not that they stole, the church did not steal, actually, yes they did, it came so many, they originated it from, their own research, so it's that type of, they didn't really borrow it or steal it from traditional craft or anything, which is, a lot of people are going to argue about. I know they will, but if you do your research really well, they did not, this is like the one thing that they did not, take over, but everything else they did take over and, Christianize, instead of, keeping the old pagan traditions alive. But yeah, it's totally, almost every tradition, around this time of the spring equinox has some kind of holy day, and it just happens to be that each one has incorporated the rabbits and the egg of fertility, and so that's how that came about. But I do think it's interesting, and I do still see some of the older pagan, like the Catholic Church, they keep the pagan traditions alive so well. They do, especially with Easter. So that's incredibly cool. I thought that was interesting. Just little bits, little info I pick up here and there about that. But yeah, I really thought that was interesting about the whole origins of the spring equinox, Easter, or Ostara, or the, the hare moon, whatever you celebrate for this time. Renewal, growth, things are coming back to life. The serpentine energy is really strong in the land right now, so that's pretty interesting. And I did find a serpentine wand that was just a natural wand, and it looks like a serpent, and it has the head carved and everything, and I was like, alright, this is mine. Thank you. Thank you, nature spirits and Genie Loki, the spirits of the place, for giving me this wonderful, beautiful wand that looks like a snake. It's gorgeous. So perfect day for it. Perfect day for it. So yes. How are you guys going to celebrate? Let me know below. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So I love you all very, very, very much. All the way from Venus, always. All the way back down. And please be safe and healthy, and I love you guys very, 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 very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys do for the spring equinox below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.